Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. We're going to be talking about curly hair tips and tricks. Tip number 1, always keep your hair moisturized. Having curly hair means that you have really dry hair. And now that winter is coming, especially in the winter, your hair tends to be drier and drier. So you really have to make sure that you keep it as moisturized as possible. And when I say moisturized, by using plenty of water, by deep conditioning. And another thing that you can do is also use oil to seal the moisture inside, because a lot of times moisture can actually escape our hair or just sit on top and not go inside. So you can use things like coconut oil, jojoba oil, shea butter, things like that to seal in all the moisture that you just put in your hair. For example, after you put like all your leave-in products or whatever it is that you put in your hair, you put it on, you can coat it with a little bit of oil, whatever you choose to use, and to seal that in and protect your hair, especially during this really dry season. For me personally, I don't like putting a lot of oil in my hair because it tends to weigh my hair down. I like jojoba oil because it feels really light on my hair personally, but I also like coconut oil, but I just can't use too much of it. But yeah, you just have to find what oil really fits your hair and how you like how it feels, so that it can seal all that moisture that you work so hard to put inside your hair. So, especially because curly hair loses its moisture very quickly and all of its oils. Fact number 2, curly hair does not need to be washed every single day. And I know for some people, they think that it's nasty because they do wash their hair every day, but that's just not the case, at least not for curly girl hairs. It's actually really good for you to have all that moisture, well, all those oils in your hair, because your hair needs that oil, those natural oils to really stay healthy. And a lot of the times, a lot of people that don't know much about their hair, they're using shampoos that have sulfate, which dries out your hair. And even then, washing your hair is very drying. So you don't want to do that. You want to keep moisture in, not keep it out. Me personally, I wash my hair once a week or once every 2 weeks, and it's rare that you see me popping out the shampoo. I use sulfate-free shampoo. So this is the one I actually use. I use the Curl and Shine shampoo with silk protein and neem oil. I'm not sure what it says. And it says it's sulfate free and color safe. Okay, so that's what I use, and I don't even use that. That's why it looks really full. I barely use it because I normally, when I do my hair, it's just it's just my conditioner or my co-wash. When I use shampoo, it's really to if I have a lot of buildup, I want to really cleanse my scalp, and that's why I use that. And apple cider vinegar, I might use that. But you will not see me cleaning my hair regularly, and you don't need that, especially for curly hair. But it also really just depends on your hair. So again, something that you really need to know is that you need to listen to your hair, and that's something that, if you're just starting out in your hair journey, that you need to learn, and that just comes with patience. You will get to know your hair in time. And the reason why our hair might be so dry is because the way our hair is set up, since we have curls, it takes longer for the oil in our scalp to get all the way down, and that's why a lot of times our end might be really dry. Whereas if you have straight hair, you can immediately see how oily it is, because it's easier for the oil to go down because it's going straight down. If our hair was going like that straight, you would see how oily it is, but since it's curly, you can't be in it because it's taking so long, and the way our hair is designed, you really can't even see that your hair is super oily. But it also just depends on your hair type, your hair texture. Number 3, I know a lot of girls that feel like their hair isn't growing, and they're going through their hair journey. It's like, my hair isn't growing, I just don't see any growth. But you have to keep in mind that because you do have curly hair, it might take even 3 inches, just 3 inches of your hair, it just becomes 1 curl. So it does look like your hair is just not growing, but it actually is. It's just takes longer because you have curls, and it takes, let's say 3 months to grow 3 inches. It's 3 months to grow 1 curl. Just something to keep in mind. So it does take a while. That doesn't mean your hair isn't growing, but the key to this and to succeed is patience. Patience is key, guys. Number 4, I would recommend for you guys to be combing your hair while dry. You will not catch me combing this hair. And a lot of people say, oh, wow, do you comb your hair? I don't even know. I don't own a comb because I never need it like that. I might have one lying around in the house, but it's not something that I use regularly. And I would not comb my hair. First of all, it just hurts and it doesn't look good, especially if you have a sensitive scalp. Big no. I would always recommend, if you're gonna detangle your hair, actually something that you do while it's dry, you can finger detangle maybe before you wash it. But if you want to detangle your hair, the best thing to do is get conditioner, wet it, and detangle it like that. Number five is protective styles. This is something that you can do to keep your hair, to protect your hair, especially during this dry season that we're gonna have, or in the winter, wherever it is that you are. You might want to do protective styles. For me personally, it's hard because, well, there's a deeper meaning why I don't really do protective styles, but I'll get into that in another video. But I just personally haven't found the right protective style for me. You still have to look, and I'm still looking. But what's best for you? There's many different types of protective styles. There's braids, there's buns, there's twists, and you can just come up with whatever you want. The point of doing protective style is that your ends are tucked inside and that your hair is protected from all of the things that are going on around you, like the wind and the cold and stuff like that. Number 6, something that you also might want to keep in mind is the way you sleep at night. When I go to sleep, I always have my hair up in a pineapple. You never want to have your hair out because it tangles even more in the morning, and it just might be like flat on one side, and it just doesn't look good. If you want it to look presentable for the next day, I recommend doing a pineapple, where you just go down, get it all the way up, get all the hair you can, and tie it up, and then just leave it there. And it doesn't have to be tight at all. Just like put it around you, or maybe wrap it around one or two times, and that could be the way you sleep. Something also to keep in mind is buying a satin pillowcase, or wrapping a satin scarf around your head so that your hair doesn't get a lot of friction, because a lot of people have like cotton for their pillows or covering their bed, and what that does is friction, which can cause breakage and can cause frizz, and it's just not good for your hair at all. And that could be something that you're seeing, like, what's wrong with my hair? What's going on? And you can see all those little tips, like, oh, maybe it's because my bed, the way my pillows are set up, or it's maybe the way what I'm using in my hair. So you really just want to like see what's going on with my hair. And I personally don't go to bed with like full-on wet hair, because I know the next day is gonna be horribly knotted, like really bad. I either go to bed with my hair dry, fully dry, or I go with my hair just a little tiny bit moist, because it does take time for my hair to, you know, dry. So it might be a little damp on the inside, but other than that, if it's mostly dry, then okay, I'll go to sleep with it. But other than that, no. There you have it, guys. I hope you guys really like this video, and if you guys have any suggestions of videos that you guys might want to see in the future, please comment below. Like, subscribe, comment if you haven't already, share with your friends, get the word out. Also, please, if you guys want, you can follow me on Instagram. It's Uniquely Cello, and the link will be down below. I might want to see you in the future. I'll see you guys later. Bye.